Okay. In the past, I did some past videos about, showing you my daily walking and, where I have to be at to be able to catch the bus. And, it started off as really just being a real cutthroat and dry type of showing you my life and showing you what it is and, not editing, not taking out things, but just really just showing you, where this life journey has taken me and what it's, put me in the positions of having to be. Yes, I have caviar dreams and I'm a bougie personality. I love having good things. But in the midst of all my struggles and all the situations that I've been through and the choices I've made, I've had to put myself in a position to humble myself and be consistent on the journey that I'm taking to be able to get to that content place in my heart, finding that peace that, doesn't come from, just having tangible things, but finding out what peace lies within those things that, within those situations that are unfortunate. And, building up internal strength to gain myself on understanding how important it is to really focus on the path that you're on while you're on it and not trying to, think up on certain paths when you're not there and trying to put yourself there when your environment needs more structure and more things for you to actually realize inside of that struggle that you're going through. So that was basically my theme, and I really wanted to just put this out for y'all. I'm so upset about this. I know it happens to everyone, man, but it's different when you get to see it alongside of me being able to just explain it to you and, in detail. And it's not easy to show you the things that I'm trying to portray out there concerning my life more than it is easier to just show you on film. It's not as easy to say than it is to show on film. So, that's what kind of stressed me out about that. But, I'm not all the way stressed or fully stressed. I just know that now, I know what kind of precautions to take, of course, but now just putting you guys on notice of understanding what the true path of all this life journey vlog type of videoing is all about, and not just and making it so that you won't think that it's just, something that I'm just throwing out there and, oh, I just want to be like everybody because everybody's putting videos out there. Because if it was that, I would have probably did this a very long time ago. But, my mind and heart was set on bringing a certain thing out that I kind of explained in the very beginning of counseling my own self and understanding, putting myself in a position to publicly counsel my own self, because that takes away the fear of, the things that put me in situations that I never want to be in again because of fear. And fear of feeling like what other people are going to think or what other people are going to say, and how other people will take this if I do that. And it's like those are the things that hinder me from really making the best choices in my life. And I'm really just trying to put that out there and put this, basically I'm really just trying to put my life out on video, not just for the sake of, other people learning certain things from it and actually grasping certain things from it that may help them in their life, but also for me to really adjust my life and understand that it's not about the world around me, but it's mostly about where I take myself and the journey that I take myself on with this world around me. So, I am very glad. I feel, very honored that if it is something that I can put out there to help other people, I'm blessed to be able to be that catalyst to be able to have that happen. But at the same time, I just want to really make sure that I'm putting it out there and making others understand that it's not just a put out on front type of thing that I'm trying to make quick money on and this and that. And it really is just about me trying to get out of that feeling of believing that just because somebody says that this is who you are and that's where your life is going doesn't mean that it actually is what they say, because you make your life what it is. So, for us to live a life trying to believe things because certain people say them and because these people are in higher positions or these people did something better in their life, so they know more about how to make your life better. And I feel like it's just me kind of getting myself out of that thought process, because I never want my children to grow up feeling like they need some kind of, opinion from a human being to understand if they're good enough for something or not, And no matter who you are and what situation that you're going through, you are good enough. And I want to show myself that. I want to be able to film myself, showing myself how I could come from the total just bottom to, really believing in myself enough to get better and rise to the top that I see, to my type of top. Because everybody has their own kind of top, but I have a certain type of lifestyle that I know I can be content with, and that I know that I deserve in my life, and I will push myself to the limits of deserving. So that's what I'm, really putting these out here. I got a lot of videos. I still got a few that I can go ahead and edit prior to this one and just put it on top of this one. But, like I said, the basic things, I'm starting, trying to get on my feet and making sure that I can get into a job as quick as possible so that I can stay stable and keeping a home and everything while, I have all this time and ability during the time where my kids are being taken care of by their father. And, I'm able to just, go out there and really just work and do what I can with the credentials that I have and the experience that I have. No, I didn't go to school and, or I didn't go to college. I graduated high school, but, I just really went straight out of high school thinking of certain traits and things and abilities that I can become an expert at. So it's more like, I came straight out of school trying to follow a dream that I can be able to do something that I love, and it won't feel like a hardship because it's something that I have to do, but it's something that I want to do. And I'm still being able to take care of myself and my family doing it. And that's something that's always been on my mind since before I got out of school, because that's just the type of grind that I really wanted to chase myself into doing. But I got into the family life pretty fast because I fell in love pretty fast, or felt like I did. And, now it comes to a time where a lot of people have to end up seeing themselves in, and that's, the life putting, which is life putting you in a situation to force you to look at yourself and understand who you are. I gave myself to everyone after coming out of school, so I had no time to try to figure out who I was. Only time I had was to try to figure out how I'm going to be the best for my family and making sure that they never have to worry as long as I'm in charge. And that's, That's something of somebody trying to take charge of situations, right? That's a person that's trying to have control over everything. And I had to learn my lesson out of that control, because that control was never mine, but I was supposed to be representing it to the one who gave it to me, which is the Lord. And I had and I had blessings coming in the beginning, but those blessings had to be taken away because I had to understand the importance of why those blessings was given to me. I had to learn how to be grateful for what I had, and not dismissing everything because of the things and the wrongs that I've done. And we all do that to ourselves sometimes. We sabotage good lives because we just feel like we deserve the worst. And that's why I do this on camera, because I want to be that example to show everybody that you deserve the best, no matter where you came from or situation you came out of. We all deserve the best, and we all have the ability to push forward in order to get towards the best and give best to ourselves. So this is mostly for that, and I hope I covered everything. I don't know. Like I said, I went to my interview today and was able to get the job, so I'm just waiting till Monday. Today's Thursday. I'm just waiting until Monday to be able to start my new job, and just something to just keep me stable for a minute. In the midst of that job, I will be looking for another job, because I want to make sure that I get a job that is, conducive to the amount of income, or conducive to the amount of bills that I have to pay with the income that I make. So, I won't just be working just one job, and I have all this time to be able to do other things. So, yeah, of course, this is a journey, and this is where it's starting. So I want to make sure, I keep you guys up to date. And, it was a lot of, small things that I did in between, and just a lot of motivational speaking like I kind of am doing right now, but there will be more. So that's why I'm not as mad as I could be, because I could be real mad if I was a person that didn't have it already inside of me to be able to give it out. But it's so much, it's an unlimited amount of motivation and showing you the real true side of who I am, and the truth of where my life is and where it's going. So, I'm not really mad. It's just the beginning anyway. Good thing it happened at the beginning and not all the way towards the end, because I would have missed everything. But yeah, this is me. This is my life. I have 3 beautiful children, and I'm a single mother right now, living on my own. While my kids are living with their father, and I try to call every day, but of course, as we all end up having problems with the one that we're connected to, and sometimes we have issues with the people that we're connected to. So, of course, there's a issue that I have about having to call him instead of just calling my son, because he has a phone now and is able to, get in touch with me. I text him every night and everything, because I'm not able to talk to him throughout the day. Family time is what he said. So during family time, I don't try to call, but I call when they're about to go to bed, and sometimes I still don't get answers. And I guess that's his way of trying to make me feel like maybe I should be calling him instead of trying to call my son, because he's not responsible with his phone. But the thing is, I try to give people their space. Whenever I leave a situation, I actually leave a situation. You're not going to see me coming back and throwing my feelings at you when I told you that this is over, and you told me that this is over, and it's left to the side. I'm not going to be that person to still want to have more and still want to have a secret relationship and things like, because how am I moving on with my life and trying to study myself into going into a better woman if I'm steady focusing on the past situations that made me a toxic person, that built me into this toxic person, that made me into making certain choices that was not good for me. Being that toxic person made me make bad choices. So I wouldn't want to keep going back to something that's not, fixed through the Lord, basically, for lack of better words. When you get through this journey of having to deal with the consequences of your actions, then that is a better time for us to be able to speak and communicate, because we won't be coming at each other with a vengeful mindset or jealous mindset. We will be coming at each other for the physical reason and the mental reason of exactly why we're coming at each other. But right now, I just feel like it's a lot of the back and forth that he got going on, especially with the life that he chose. And I don't know if me saying something to him, he really taking it the way that I'm taking it. So I try to give people that space, because I know that that's the type of space that I would need, being still wrapped up in a toxic mindset from a toxic situation. And I don't want my children to have to pay for that. I want to show them that I'm still there. It doesn't mean just because I moved out that you have a new mom. I'm still there. And when I do call, I don't want anyone upset with me because, you calling too much, because you told me to call. So it's a lot of things dealing with my situation when it comes to my kids. But that's why this journey is so important to me. That's why recording this, and even if I don't put all this online, it's like me just being here to record this and put my life in a video form like this helps me to be able to look back on those things and teach my children through the experience of my life and situations I had to deal with, to make them understand how they need to appoint themselves during certain issues in their lives. What side they need to be on, what direction they need to take, and how to stay in their own lane when certain things arise and come about. It's like, this is my sacrifice of showing, publicly putting my life out there to build my kids into stronger minded people, because it's not just my mind it's not just my mind in this type of situation, because there are minds that has connected to me and that I have connected to myself, and different people and situations that I've connected to myself, that shows a whole journey in itself for my children to be able to see fully, without no lies and no side things and no secrets, so that they'll always see the full truth of things that has went on with somebody that they care about, that they care about their thoughts, they care about their their choices. And I know that that's my children. They care about my choices, they care about my thoughts. So for me to put that out there for them, it's that sacrifice I'm willing to take to build them into stronger human beings. Of course, I know for a fact they wouldn't make choices as worse as mine, because, they were there, so they wouldn't do that. But it just keeps them on that good path. It keeps them knowing that they're doing the right thing and making the right choices, even when certain things come into your mind or come into their mind and make them feel like, oh, no, maybe I shouldn't do this, or maybe I should get off that path. Like, it is the encouragement to keep moving on, to be able to see someone you really love and respect, to put their life out there, and show, not just the world, but themselves, who they were to who they have become. And, you know, that's what I'm doing. So I hope this was very elaborate for you guys. I hope you understand what has happened. And if you, if you really just grasp something from looking at these videos and taking your time out to, really just observe what's going on in my life. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Wanted to do that real quick, and nothing I do is ever quick because I always just be talking. But once again, thank you guys for showing up. If you did show up, and if you didn't, thank you for not showing up because you didn't want to. And I'll talk to you guys soon with more updates. I don't have to do anything till Monday, so it's really just gonna be my little blah things that I do around the house. I ain't taking no trips out unless I need to, because that's how you save money. Anyway, about to go in here, put my phone on the charger because it's about to die. Watch Power on my other phone because it's my new TV. And I guess, just get some chill out time for myself as usual. I love it. But okay, guys, I'll talk to you soon, and I'll see you soon. Peace out.